She laughed and said, "What are you, my dad? Stop being so cringe." When I asked her to stop flirting with the waiter, I said, "You're right, I'm not." But I did call her dad. He agreed she needed to move back home. She wasn't laughing when he picked her up. I, 28 male, am sitting in my apartment right now, finally able to breathe for the first time in months. My ex-girlfriend Destiny, 24, just got picked up by her father an hour ago, and the look on her face was, well, let me start from the beginning. Been dating Destiny for about 8 months. She moved in with me 3 months ago because her roommate situation wasn't working out. Should have seen the red flags when she told me her last 3 roommates were all crazy and jealous of her. But she was fun, gorgeous, and I was thinking with the wrong head. Living together started okay. Then the disrespect began. Small things at first, interrupting me mid-sentence to talk to her friends on FaceTime, leaving messes everywhere, and laughing when I asked her to clean up, calling me boring when I had to work late instead of going out. But last Friday was the breaking point. We went to this Italian place for date night. Our waiter, Trent, was maybe 22, good-looking guy. The second he came to our table, Destiny turned into a different person. Hair flipping, giggling at everything he said, touching his arm when he leaned in to explain the specials. "Oh my God, you're so funny, isn't he funny, babe?" She said, not even looking at me. Trent looked uncomfortable. Kid was just trying to do his job. When he left to get our drinks, I said quietly, "Hey, can you tone it down a bit? You're making him uncomfortable." She laughed, full-on cackled. "What are you, my dad? Stop being so cringe. It's called being friendly. Maybe if you weren't so antisocial, you'd understand. There's friendly and there's whatever that was." "Oh my God, are you seriously jealous of a waiter? That's so embarrassing for you." When Trent came back, she escalated. Complimented his amazing eyes, asked if he worked out, even asked what time he got off work. I just sat there, watching this train wreck. Trent kept trying to redirect to the menu, clearly wanting to escape. After he took our order and practically ran away, Destiny was smirking. "You're so red right now. It's cute that you're jealous." "I'm not jealous, I'm embarrassed. For both of us." You're such a buzzkill. This is why Jasmine says you're controlling." Jasmine, her best friend who openly told me I was too boring for Destiny at a party last month. We ate in mostly silence. She kept trying to flag down Trent, who was clearly avoiding our table. When the check came, she wrote her Instagram handle on the receipt with a heart. In the car, I was done. "We need to talk about boundaries and respect." "Oh my God, are you still on this? It was harmless flirting. You're being so insecure right now. You asked a waiter what time he gets off work while on a date with me. What are you, my dad? I can talk to whoever I want." "You're right, I'm not your dad." That shut her up for about 10 seconds. Then she went on a rant about how I'm controlling, jealous, insecure, probably have a small... You get it. Classic deflection. Got home and I went straight to my office. Could hear her on the phone with Jasmine, laughing about how pressed I was over literally nothing. But here's the thing about Destiny that she didn't know I knew. Her dad pays her phone bill, car insurance, and gives her $1,500 a month for expenses. She told me she had a remote marketing job. She does not. She's been lying to her parents for over a year, telling them she's working and in grad school. I knew because I saw the Zelle deposits with notes like, "For textbooks, sweetie," and "work lunch money." Plus her LinkedIn shows she hasn't worked since graduating 2 years ago. So when she said, "What are you, my dad?" something clicked. Saturday morning, while she was at her workout class, aka Mimosas with Jasmine, I made a call. "Mr. Russo? This is my name, Destiny's boyfriend. We need to talk about your daughter." Update 1. The call with her dad was illuminating. "Is Destiny okay? Did something happen?" He sounded genuinely worried. "She's fine, but I think there's some things you should know. Did you know she's living with me?" Silence. Then, she told us she got promoted and needed to be closer to the downtown office. We helped her get a nice apartment in the financial district. Oh no. "Mr. Russo, Destiny's been living with me for 3 months. I don't know what apartment you're talking about." Turns out they'd been sending her $3,200 a month for rent at a luxury apartment that didn't exist, plus the $1,500 for expenses, plus paying all her bills. They thought she was thriving, working full-time, getting her MBA at night, being a responsible adult. She sends us pictures from campus and her office, he said, confused. Sir, I'm sorry, but she doesn't have a job, and she's not enrolled in any school. Long silence. Then, I need to call you back. 20 minutes later, he called back with his wife on the line. We had a long conversation where I laid out, she's been living with me rent-free, no job for 2 years, not in school. The money they send goes to shopping, partying, and cosmetic procedures. The disrespect and behavior issues. The flirting thing sounds like destiny, her mom sighed. She's always been spirited. Ma'am, she asked our waiter for his schedule while I was sitting right there. That's not spirited, that's disrespectful, her dad cut in. He sounded pissed. We agreed to talk more later. I felt bad going behind her back, but what else was I supposed to do? She was lying to everyone and treating me like garbage. Destiny came home around 4 p.m., drunk and giggly. Baby, I'm sorry about last night. I was just playing around. She tried to hug me. I stepped back. We need to talk. Are you seriously still mad? It was just harmless flirting. It's not about the flirting anymore. It's about respect and honesty. She rolled her eyes. What are you talking about? Your dad called. The color drained from her face. What? Why would my dad call you? He didn't. I called him. You what? You asked if I was your dad. I'm not, but I figured your actual dad should know what his daughter's been up to. She went from pale to red in seconds. You had no right. That's private family business. Then maybe you shouldn't have made me part of it by lying about where you live. She started scrambling. What did you tell him? Oh my God, this is so messed up. You're psycho. I told him the truth. That's all. Her phone started ringing. Dad calling. She declined it. It rang again immediately. Don't answer that, she begged. Actually begged. Please, we can work this out. I'll stop flirting, I promise. Just don't let me answer that. That's your choice. But he knows where I live. She stared at her phone as it rang a third time. Finally answered. Hi, Daddy. No, I can explain. It's not what you think. He's lying. I went to my room and started packing her stuff. Could hear her getting destroyed over the phone. Her dad's not a yeller, but his disappointed voice carries. An hour later, she came in crying. Makeup running, nose red, the works. Are you happy? They're cutting me off. They want me to move back home. That sounds like a conversation between you and them. This is all your fault. You ruined my life over some stupid waiter. No, Destiny, you ruined your life by lying to everyone and treating people like ATMs. I just made a phone call. She tried everything. Crying, apologizing, seducing, threatening, even pulled out, I love you for the first time. Girl went through all 5 stages of grief in 30 minutes. Her dad texted me, we'll be there Tuesday to collect her. Thank you for being honest with us. That gave her 3 days to make my life hell. And boy did she try. Update 2, those 3 days were rough. Sunday, she went full victim mode. Posted all over social media about her abusive ex who isolated her from her family. Her friends were blowing up my phone calling me controlling and manipulative. Jasmine even threatened to expose me for financial abuse. Like, what? I paid for everything while your girl pretended to work. That's the opposite of financial abuse, but okay. Monday. She tried to negotiate, offered to pay rent with what money, cook, clean, be better. When that didn't work, she called her parents crying about how I was kicking her out with nowhere to go. Her dad forwarded me the text he sent her. You have a home, with us, where you should have been honest about living instead of stealing $3,200 a month for a fake apartment. She smashed a wine glass after reading that, then tried to blame me for making her upset. Monday night was the worst. She brought Trent home, the waiter. This man really showed up at my apartment at 11 p.m. They were both drunk. See? He's not too insecure to hang out, she slurred. Trent thinks you're totally overreacting too. Trent looked like he wanted to die. Poor kid probably thought he was just meeting up with a hot girl, not being used as a prop in her psychological warfare. Bro, I said to him. She's moving out tomorrow. Her parents are coming to get her because she's been lying about having a job and school for 2 years. You sure you want to be here for this? He looked at her. You said you were single. I am. He's kicking me out. You live with him? It's complicated. Trent left so fast I thought he might have teleported. Destiny screamed at me for ruining everything and locked herself in the bathroom. Tuesday, today, D-Day. Her parents showed up at 10 a.m. sharp. Her dad, Mr. Russo, is exactly what you'd expect. Successful guy in his 50s, pulled up in a Lexus, looked tired. Her mom seemed relieved. Destiny tried one more performance. Full makeup, sundress, tears ready. Daddy, please. He's lying about everything. I have a job, I swear. I can show you my office. What's your boss's name? Her dad asked. Jennifer. Jennifer what? Jennifer Smith? Even I cringed at that. Her mom pulled out her phone. I called the registrar at the university. You're not enrolled. Haven't been for 2 years. I was taking a gap year. For 2 years? While telling us you were getting your MBA? The jig was up. She deflated like a balloon. They started loading her stuff. She tried to take things that weren't hers, my Netflix password, seriously? But I had everything documented. The best part was when Jasmine showed up to support her. This girl really tried to lecture Destiny's parents about believing women and how I was clearly abusive. Mr. Russo shut that down quick. Young lady, my daughter has been stealing from us for 2 years. The only abuse here is financial fraud. I suggest you leave before I start asking questions about who helped her fake those office photos. Jasmine practically sprinted to her car. As they were leaving, Destiny turned to me one last time. I hope you're happy. You ruined everything. Destiny, her dad said firmly. He didn't make you lie. He didn't make you steal. He didn't make you disrespect him. You did that. The only person who ruined everything is standing in the mirror. She started to argue, but her mom cut her off. Get in the car. You're 24, not 14. It's time to grow up. The last thing I heard was her dad saying something about getting her a job at his company's warehouse. Starting at entry level. She was not happy about that. They left an hour ago. I'm sitting here in my quiet, clean apartment, drinking a beer and feeling free. Blocked her on everything, changed the Netflix password, petty but necessary, and already have 3 viewings scheduled for her room this weekend. Her last text before I blocked her was, "This isn't over." Yes, Destiny. It very much is. Final update. Remember when Destiny said this isn't over? Girl meant it. First week was quiet. Too quiet. Then the circus started. She somehow convinced Jasmine to start a TikTok series, My Best Friend's Abusive Ex. I'm not on TikTok, but my cousins sent me links. They were creative with the truth. According to them, I isolated her from friends. She went to brunch every weekend, controlled her finances. What finances? Kicked her out for being friendly, aka trying to hook up with our waiter. The videos got maybe 2K views before the plot twist. Someone in the comments recognized Destiny. Turns out one of her dad's employees follows drama TikTok. They commented, "Isn't this the boss's daughter who just started in shipping?" The employee spilled everything in the comments. How she showed up with her parents like a teenager. How she threw a fit about having to wear a uniform. How she tried to get out of training by saying she already knew everything. She did not. How she'd already gotten 2 warnings for being on her phone. Jasmine deleted everything within hours. But screenshots are forever. Speaking of her job, I got an unexpected LinkedIn notification. Destiny added marketing coordinator at her dad's company to her profile. I'm sure that's what they're calling warehouse associate these days. Her dad probably made her update it as part of getting her life together. But the real kicker came yesterday. I'm at the same Italian restaurant. Food's too good to let her ruin it. Different section, thankfully. I'm solo, just enjoying my meal and scrolling through my phone when I hear familiar laughter. It's Destiny, with her parents. And some dude who looks like every finance bro ever. Polo shirt, boat shoes, probably named something like Chase or Tanner. Our eyes met. She went pale. I just nodded politely and went back to my carbonara. Couldn't hear everything, but caught snippets. Her dad, and she's been doing very well at the company. Finance bro. Entry level shows character. Her mom, living at home temporarily while she saves. They were clearly on a parent-arranged date. The kind where both families are friends and think their kids would be perfect together. Destiny looked miserable. Finance bro was talking about his portfolio. When they left, Destiny had to walk past my table. She stopped. Enjoying this? My carbonara? Yeah, it's great. Same as always. You know what I mean. I'm just having dinner, Destiny. Living my life, like you're living yours. She glanced back at Finance bro, who was already on his phone. This is your fault, she hissed. No, this is accountability. Enjoy your date. Her dad appeared behind her. Destiny, time to go. He looked at me with a slight nod, respect, appreciation, then guided her away. Later, I asked for my check. The manager came over instead. Sir, Mr. Russo covered your bill. He said to tell you thank you for the wake-up call. I left a big tip for the waiter, not Trent. Heard he transferred to a different location after that night. Got home to a text from an unknown number. It was her mom. She's in therapy now. Court ordered after we found out about the fraud. It's been hard but necessary. Thank you for being honest with us. P.S. Brad, finance bro, is a nice boy but boring. We're hoping it teaches her to appreciate stability over excitement. So that's where we are. Destiny's working full-time, living at home, in therapy, and being set up with boring dudes by her parents. From what I hear through the grapevine, she's got a strict curfew, no access to credit cards, and has to show pay stubs to get her phone bill covered. Meanwhile, I'm thriving. Got a promotion, apartment stays clean, and I'm dating someone who actually has a job and doesn't flirt with waitstaff. She even insisted on paying for our first date. Moral of the story? When someone shows you who they are, believe them. And when they ask, "What are you, my dad?" maybe just call their actual dad. He might have some questions too. Oh, and Trent? Saw him at a bar last week. Bought him a beer for his trouble. He said Destiny DM'd him after that night asking if he wanted to rebel against controlling men together. He blocked her. Smart kid. Life's good when the trash takes itself out, even if it needs a parental escort. Peace out, Reddit.